If you're over 65, or caring for someone who is, let me ask you something important and I want you to really sit with it for a moment. Have you ever looked at a routine blood test, seen that creatinine number creeping up, and thought to yourself, wait, how did that happen? Nothing has changed. Why is this happening now? Or maybe you, or your parent, your spouse, your grandparent, have been feeling a little more tired than usual. A little heavier in the legs. Maybe the ankles swell at night. Maybe walking to the kitchen feels harder than it should. And at first you brush it off. You say, it's just age. Maybe I didn't sleep well. Maybe I'm dehydrated. Maybe it's nothing. But then the doctor visits become more frequent. The blood tests start to show patterns you didn't expect. And suddenly, a word you barely paid attention to years ago, creatinine, becomes something you can't stop thinking about. And the scariest part? It rises silently, slowly, quietly. No warning, no alarm. Just a gentle shift that can mean the difference between strong, healthy kidneys and kidneys that are struggling far more than you realize. Let me tell you something as a medical specialist who has seen this thousands of times. Creatinine doesn't rise overnight. It builds from little habits, little choices, little health changes that sneak up on you, until one day the numbers tell a story you never wanted to hear. And if this sounds familiar, if you've ever stared at a lab result and felt that cold feeling in your chest thinking, what if this gets worse? Then this video is exactly for you. Because you deserve answers. And more importantly, you deserve solutions. Here's the truth most people don't hear enough. When creatinine levels rise in seniors, it's not just a number problem. It affects your energy, your appetite, your mobility, your clarity, and your overall sense of independence. And you know this because you feel it. When your kidneys are stressed, even simple things become exhausting. Climbing a step, walking across the room, carrying a grocery bag. You feel more tired than before, and you might not even know why. And if you're a caregiver, you know how heartbreaking it is to watch someone you love slowly lose that spark, that strength, that ease they once moved through life with. So yes, this matters. It matters a lot. Healthy creatinine levels aren't just about kidney function. They're about protecting your freedom, your energy, and your confidence as you age. Your kidneys may be small, but the role they play in keeping you healthy is enormous. And that's why in this video we're diving straight into the 3 kidney-safe foods that research and real-world senior nutrition experience shows can help support healthier creatinine levels naturally. Foods that are gentle, senior-friendly, easy to prepare, and remarkably effective when used the right way. And I'll also share the one common mistake many seniors unknowingly make every day that silently stresses the kidneys and pushes creatinine even higher. If you avoid this mistake, and use the foods I'll show you, you give your kidneys the support they've been craving. So stay with me until the end. This information could genuinely change the way you feel in the next 7, 14, or 30 days. Before we go deeper, do one small thing for yourself. Comment, I'm here below. Just to mark the moment you decided to take your kidney health seriously. And if you care about senior health, yours or someone you love, tap that like button. It helps this video reach thousands of seniors who desperately need this information but have no idea where to find it. And of course, if living stronger, healthier, and happier is your goal, make sure you subscribe to Live Long and Happy so you never miss the wisdom and tools that can help you thrive as you age. Now, let's begin. Let's start with the first kidney-friendly food, and honestly it's one most people walk past in the market without a second thought. Red bell peppers. Now, I want you to picture something with me for a moment. Imagine someone you care about deeply. Maybe it's you, maybe it's your spouse, maybe it's your mother or father. Someone who used to love the kitchen. Someone who once looked forward to meals. Someone who used to season their food, taste it, adjust it, make it with joy. But over time, something changes. Their appetite fades. Their energy dips. They push food around the plate instead of enjoying it. And you see the weight loss, the weakness, the fatigue, and you're not sure what's going on. Then the lab results come in, and their creatinine number is higher than before. Not dangerously high, but high enough to make you pause. High enough to make eating suddenly feel like a chore instead of nourishment. High enough to make every bite feel like a question mark. And in the midst of all that stress, all that worry, something as simple as adding red bell peppers begins to make a real difference. Not because they're a miracle cure, but because they're one of the gentlest, safest, most kidney-friendly vegetables a senior can eat. Let me tell you why. Red bell peppers are naturally low in potassium, which is incredibly important for anyone dealing with rising creatinine. When your kidneys struggle, one of the first things they can't balance well is potassium. And foods that are too high in it, even healthy foods, can add extra pressure the kidneys don't need. But red bell peppers? They give you nutrients without the burden. They offer flavor without the stress. They nourish without overwhelming the kidneys. They're packed with vitamin C, which supports the immune system and helps reduce inflammation, something every aging kidney battles quietly in the background. They also contain vitamin A and a variety of antioxidants that help protect delicate kidney tissues as the years go by. And here's something most people don't realize. Bell peppers contain natural fiber that helps your digestive system break down food more efficiently. When your digestion improves, your body produces fewer waste products. And that means less for your kidneys to filter. I've seen seniors who barely touched vegetables start adding half of a red bell pepper into their meals, diced into an omelet, sliced into a salad, tossed into a stir-fry, or blended into a soup, and slowly, steadily they regain a bit more energy, a bit more brightness, a bit more life. Not all at once, but gradually, gently, just the way the body prefers. Now, let's clear up a few misunderstandings because I hear them all the time. Some seniors say, vegetables are vegetables, they're all safe. But that's not true. Some vegetables, especially dark leafy greens and certain root vegetables, are extremely high in potassium. For someone with rising creatinine, that can actually make things worse. Others say, bell peppers are mild, they don't do anything. But that's exactly why they're so valuable. Their gentleness is their strength. They give you nutrients without the overload. So here's what you can do. And it's simple. Try adding just half of a red bell pepper into your day. Dice it into scrambled eggs for breakfast. Toss it into a salad for lunch. Sauté it lightly with fish or chicken for dinner. Blend it into a soup if chewing is difficult. Small portions. Consistent habits. That's how the kidneys heal best. And listen, if this is already helping you, if you're learning something valuable that can protect your kidneys or someone else's, do me a tiny favor. Hit that like button. Every click helps spread senior health awareness to someone who might really need it. Now, red bell peppers are an excellent start, but they're just one piece of the puzzle. The next food is surprisingly sweet, incredibly accessible, and often ignored, even though it can make a huge difference. Let's talk about it. Key food number 2, apples. Let me paint you another picture, because sometimes stories teach better than science. Imagine your father. A man who spent years eating the same comforting snacks. Biscuits, bread, crackers, things that feel harmless but quietly add strain to aging kidneys. And then one day he begins to notice swelling in his ankles, or tightness in his shoes by evening. The lab results show higher creatinine, and suddenly the doctor is talking about diet changes. Your father hears that and his heart sinks. Because he's imagining restrictions, tasteless meals, giving up everything he enjoys. But instead of harsh diet rules, the doctor suggests something incredibly simple. Have one apple every day. Not a pill. Not a supplement. A fruit he has known all his life. And slowly, things shift. The swelling eases. His digestion improves. He feels lighter after meals instead of weighed down. His energy picks up a bit. And the creatinine number? It stops climbing so quickly. Sometimes it even stabilizes. Why does this happen? Because apples, especially for seniors, are one of the most powerful, gentle, kidney-protective foods you can eat. Let's break it down plain and simple. Apples contain pectin, a type of soluble fiber that binds to toxins in your digestive tract. When toxins are trapped in the digestive system instead of floating through the bloodstream, your kidneys don't have to work as hard to filter them out. That means less metabolic waste, less pressure, and less creatinine buildup. Apples also help calm inflammation, which quietly contributes to kidney stress over time. And they help regulate blood sugar, a huge benefit for seniors since diabetes and kidney issues often walk hand in hand. Now, let me clear up one of the biggest misconceptions I hear. Apples are high in sugar, I shouldn't eat them. And yes, apples do have natural sugar. But the fiber built into the fruit slows down that sugar so your body absorbs it gently, steadily, and safely. It's nothing like the sugar spike you get from biscuits, pastries, soda, or processed snacks. In fact, replacing just one processed snack a day with an apple can create a real difference in how your kidneys feel and function. And you don't have to do anything complicated. Try this. Have one fresh apple a day. If your kidneys are very sensitive or if your doctor has advised limiting fiber, you can even peel it. The benefits remain strong. Want extra flavor? Dip slices into almond spread or any low-sodium nut alternative. It's simple. It's natural. And it supports your kidneys in a way that just makes sense. Now listen closely. If you're getting value from this, and I know many of you are, but you still haven't subscribed to Live Long and Happy, I genuinely want you to go into the comments and tell me why. Why not subscribe to a channel dedicated to keeping seniors healthy, strong, and informed? Why not support a community built around helping you live a longer, happier life? Seriously. Write it. I'm curious. Now, if apples surprised you with how powerful they are, just wait until you hear about the third food. Because most seniors already have it in their kitchen. But almost nobody uses it the right way. And when you do, it can make a remarkable difference. Let's move on. Key food number 3, cauliflower. A caregiver once shared a story that has stayed with me for years. Her mother's creatinine kept rising even though she believed she was eating a healthy diet. They had removed salt, cut back on fried foods, and reduced high-potassium fruits. Yet her numbers refused to budge. One day during a routine follow-up, a dietitian asked a simple question. What do you use as your main side dish? She replied, potatoes, almost every day. It's soft, easy to chew, and she loves it. The dietitian recommended something surprisingly simple. Swap the potatoes for cauliflower for just 2 weeks. No drastic diet overhaul. No complicated recipe changes. Just that one replacement. 2 weeks later they repeated her blood test. And to their surprise her creatinine had stabilized. Nothing magical had happened. What changed was the burden on her kidneys. That single adjustment lightened the load, and her kidneys responded with relief. It wasn't a miracle cure. It was smart nutrition. Cauliflower quietly stands out as one of the most kidney-friendly vegetables for seniors, yet most people overlook it. Here's why it matters. It's low in potassium, unlike potatoes, making it safer for seniors whose kidneys can't efficiently filter excess minerals. It produces less metabolic waste during digestion, which means the kidneys don't have to work as hard to clear byproducts. It contains natural detox-supporting compounds, including glucosinolates, which help the liver and kidneys function more efficiently. It's rich in vitamins C and K, 2 nutrients that support tissue repair, inflammation control, and cellular protection. Key elements for aging kidneys that need more support, not more strain. Its mild flavor and soft texture make it ideal for seniors with reduced appetite or chewing challenges. Every bite may seem small, but for kidneys already working overtime, small is exactly what the body needs. Many seniors and caregivers hesitate to use cauliflower because of myths that simply aren't true. Cauliflower is tasteless. Only when it's cooked improperly. With gentle steaming, light seasoning, or a simple mash method, it develops a soft, buttery flavor that most seniors actually prefer. It's the same as broccoli. They're related, yes, but nutritionally different. Broccoli contains more potassium, which can be a concern for seniors with kidney issues. Cauliflower has significantly lower potassium, making it the safer, kidney-friendly choice. These misunderstandings often prevent people from using one of the simplest, most effective foods for kidney stability. To make cauliflower work effortlessly in a senior's diet. Steam instead of fry. Steaming reduces irritation, avoids excess fats, and preserves nutrients that aging kidneys benefit from. Use cauliflower mash as a potato alternative. It mimics the creamy texture of potatoes without the potassium load. Start small, just half a cup per day. That's all most seniors need to gain the benefits without overwhelming digestion or appetite. Consistency matters far more than quantity. A half cup a day repeated regularly does more good than eating it once in a while. If you agree cauliflower is underrated, comment yes. Or comment try if you'll be adding it to your meals. Now that we've covered the 3 foods, let's address something deeper. Because this journey isn't just about numbers on a test. Bonus tip: hydration timing. A lot of seniors drink water only when they feel thirsty. But what many families don't realize is that thirst signals weaken dramatically with age. By the time a senior feels thirsty, they may already be mildly dehydrated, and dehydration silently raises creatinine levels. One daughter told me, "My dad would go hours without drinking anything. He insisted he was fine because he wasn't thirsty." But his lab results told a different story. Once she introduced a simple routine, small, scheduled sips throughout the day, his creatinine levels softened and he felt more alert, more energetic, and even slept better. The body was never the problem. The timing was. Hydration timing matters because senior kidneys respond differently than younger ones. Small, consistent water intake reduces kidney strain, allowing the kidneys to filter smoothly without sudden overload. Drinking too much at once can be harmful, especially for seniors with reduced kidney function or heart issues. Overhydration forces the kidneys and heart to work harder, causing swelling, discomfort, or electrolyte imbalance. The old guideline, 8 cups a day, was never meant for seniors. Many seniors do better with regular, gentle hydration instead of large goals they feel pressured to hit. The key isn't how much they drink at once. It's how often they drink. 8 cups a day works for everyone. Not true. Seniors often need steady hydration spread across the day, not a large universal number. The body processes water differently at 70 than it does at 30. Gentle rhythm is better than volume. To make hydration timing simple and senior-friendly, sip water every hour instead of drinking large amounts at once. Even 3 to 4 small mouthfuls each hour can dramatically reduce kidney stress. Add hydrating foods, like small portions of cucumbers, blueberries, or watermelon, to meals or snacks. These foods release water slowly and naturally. Keep water within arm's reach, but avoid overwhelming seniors with large bottles that feel intimidating. Hydration should feel natural, not forced. If you're enjoying this breakdown, hit like and drop a comment. What's one hydration mistake you've made? And now, let's take a moment to talk about something emotional. Something every family quietly struggles with. Watching creatinine rise can feel scary, almost like your own body is aging faster than you expected. It's that moment when you look at the lab report and your heart sinks because the numbers don't look the same as last year, or even last month. And for caregivers, it's a different kind of pain. It's heartbreaking to watch someone you love grow weaker, to notice the little changes they don't see, the tiredness that wasn't there before, the swelling in the ankles, the longer naps, the slower steps. It's the quiet fear that whispers, "Are we losing time?" But I want you to know something, you're not alone. Every senior who's ever stared at rising creatinine, every caregiver who's worried through the night, you're walking a path many families have walked before. And your concern doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. It makes you aware. It makes you someone who cares enough to want better. But listen closely. This journey isn't about fear. It's about empowerment. Because right now, with this knowledge, you're learning things most seniors are never told. You're understanding your body in a new way. You're discovering how simple foods, gentle habits, and small daily choices can help your kidneys breathe easier. You're not just watching numbers on a screen, you're taking back control. You're realizing that creatinine doesn't define your health. What defines you is the choice to act, to learn, to keep trying, and to protect your future with the little steps that truly matter. So if you've noticed swelling in your feet, or fatigue that lingers longer than it used to, or changes in your lab results that made you pause, don't ignore it. Take one simple step today. Not 10 steps. Not a complete lifestyle overhaul. Just one. Add one kidney-safe food to your next meal. Maybe it's a handful of red bell peppers tossed into your lunch, or an apple as a gentle evening snack, or half a cup of steamed cauliflower alongside dinner. Because one small step is all your body needs to begin moving in the right direction. And remember this, your kidneys may be aging, but they are not beyond support. They are resilient. They respond to care. They respond to consistency. They respond to love, even in the form of small, quiet choices. Simple changes like the ones we discussed today can make a real difference. Not overnight, not magically, but gradually, gently, naturally. And that's how true healing begins. Before we wrap up, let's quickly recap the powerful tools you learned today, tools that can help support your kidneys and naturally lower creatinine over time. Red bell peppers. Low in potassium, rich in antioxidants, gentle on aging kidneys. Apples. Fiber-packed, inflammation-calming, a safe replacement for sugary snacks. Cauliflower. Low waste, low potassium, and a smart alternative to potatoes. And of course, our bonus strategy, hydration timing. Small sips spread throughout the day to keep your kidneys functioning smoothly without overwhelming them. These aren't complicated changes. They're simple, senior-friendly habits that anyone can start today. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods will you try first? Will it be the red bell peppers? The apples? Or the cauliflower? Drop your answer in the comments below, because your plan might inspire someone else who's watching this right now, feeling unsure or overwhelmed. Sometimes one comment can change another person's entire approach to their health. And if you want more senior-friendly nutrition tips, gentle health guidance, and practical advice that truly makes a difference in daily life, consider subscribing to Live Long and Happy. We post videos created with seniors in mind, videos to help you stay active, stay informed, and stay confident as you age. Your support helps this channel reach more people who genuinely need this information. Thank you for watching and for taking the time to care about your health, or the health of someone you love. Stay healthy, stay hopeful, and as always, live long and happy. I'll see you in the next video.